Hey guys, this is Curtis here at bullytree.com. That's www.bullytree.com. Today I want to talk about something that I've seen for years and years and years online uh, in the bully community. And that is people that go around losing friends because of dogs. I have a friend that always says, all of this because of dogs, huh? You know? I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, it's because of dogs, but it's more because of principle. Well, you know what? Nobody's perfect, right? And so if someone makes a mistake or offends you in any way, and the dogs are caught in between, you guys should try and just figure it out or sort it out. You know, instead of getting online and cussing each other out. You know, I have a video already on that stuff. But it is of my opinion that we shouldn't go around losing friends. You know, on Facebook we meet people and they're not really friends. They are acquaintances. Even maybe less, even though we may speak to them a lot, we may talk to them a lot, you know, true friendship is a bond that I guess that's brought together mostly by people being in the same vicinity, talking and meeting and hanging out and sharing things, you know, a shoulder to cry on physically, you know. Then there was a second class friends like the ones you make on Facebook that, you know, you guys have a good understanding and you know it's easier to communicate from that distance. But for some people, when they get closer together, they realize that we can't be friends even though we're fine, you know, on Facebook. You know, right? So these are acquaintances. What I want to say about that today is don't lose your friends or acquaintances because of dogs. Okay? People are more important than dogs. You know? And so we should cherish people. Everywhere in the bully community, you know, there's friends being lost because of comments made, and nobody is big enough to overlook something and say, look, I forgive you, let's move on, you know. You don't like my dogs, you say my dog head is too big, or well, you know, that made me mad, but you know, people are taking things way too seriously in this bully community. You know, people can't make a comment about someone else's dogs that if it's not, guys, quit it. People can, that was my two dogs here growling at each other over probably a piece of treat or food in the bowl or whatever. That's as much as they need, just a little reinforcing that I'm the boss. Nevertheless, you know, people need to stay together. Dogs should not make people go apart. That's just something to think about. You know, during the course of my life, I have made many friends, and I can't remember one that I've lost. You know, there are times when we may have misunderstandings, or we may not have a clear picture of what we were trying to do or say, and there'll be some little clashes. But when you look at the bigger picture, people are more important than dogs. You know, when you die, your dog might be at your funeral, but somebody's gonna bring it there. You know, people that love you. So I want to tell you guys in this short video, love your people, love your friends, love your dogs, and we can all make this work. Fighting and bickering over because of dogs, you know, guys, you have dogs. People have their opinions. You put your dog on Facebook and everywhere else on YouTube. People have their opinions, you know, just like you would have your opinion. You know, you know, you want them to keep it to themselves. Some of them could, some of them can't. You know, but it doesn't mean that someone says your dog has a big head, or your head is too big, or the feet are too flat, or it's got a kink tail. You know, it doesn't mean that you gotta be mad with them. Just sometimes you gotta listen to these things and take the good out of it. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're seeing something that you aren't seeing. So look at it and try and get better dogs. You know, dogs that can hold up, and dogs that, you know, will be less criticized. Okay. On the other hand, if these are the dogs that you have in your yard, I hope you're not planning on showing them with flat feet and bowed legs and kink tails. You know, in that case, they're just pets. Why are you mad? You know, they're just pets. You couldn't do anything with them. You know, with a dog with a kink tail, right? I hope not. So they're just pets. So love your dogs first. You know, I mean, before just wanting dogs, you love that. You gotta love dogs before you have dogs. You know, but people come before all of that. Give people much respect and love. There's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with criticizing somebody's video. You can criticize my video. People have, I'm not mad at them. I give them love still because, it's only a video, you know. Not everyone's going to like it. Not everyone's going to like me, you know. So, don't take things so personally. Accept the good with the bad. Use that to fuel you, to motivate yourself, to do better, to breed better dogs. If 5 people say your dog has a sloppy feet, there could be some truth to it. You gotta look into it instead of being mad and shutting the whole world out. There could be some truth to the fact that your dog has a flat feet. Then what? You're gonna keep the dog with flat feet, go breed it, and no. Listen to what people have to say with very, very, very fair ears. And when you do that, you might discover some things about yourself and your dogs that are true, that you can change. But don't hate somebody because they say your dog they don't like your dog. Give them love too, and don't lose your friends because of it. Those are the people that might end up being your friends because they're honest with you. The people that put sloppy dogs up on Facebook with sloppy lips and a bunch of extra skin hanging down, and people say, that's an awesome dog you got there. Those people aren't your friends. One, or they don't know anything about dogs. Okay? So the people that criticize your dogs, consider what they're criticizing. They might be right. And don't be mad at them. That's a great platform for making yourself better. There's no difference to going into a gym and your left jab is weak, and your coach gonna say your left jab is weak, you gotta bring it up. You gonna be mad with him? No, right? You will say, wow, I need to go back to the drawing board. And so that's what we need to do with our dogs. Don't lose our friends because they say something that you may perceive to be negative. Okay? Love you guys. I hope you guys got something out of this video. I love doing them. Peace to you all and your families. Curtis here at bullytree.com. www.bullytree.com.